It's William with the Riverstone Life. Yes, we're still here in Alabama, but I'm going to tell you a story. This is going to be a review, but did not know I was going to do this review. Did not even know that I had this at first. I totally forgot about it. Like I said, when you have a YouTube channel, people are always sending you emails, wanting to send you stuff. Well, somebody sent me this. We were busy when we left here last time, so I stuck it in the Jeep, didn't really think much about it, and we take off. And if anybody's watching the channel, been following us, you know that the truck's broke down. It's in Colorado. Me and Robin rented a car. We drove to Alabama because we haven't been at the Riverstone in like 6 weeks, so we needed to get here and check everything out. So we get here and we pull in and everything, and I'm like, well, I haven't started the Jeep in a while. I'm gonna go start the Jeep. Well, I look over there, it's got a flat tire. Okay, so I go to start the Jeep, the battery's dead. I mean, I'm like, oh wow, this is what happens when you're not around for a while. But anyways, I'm going, I don't have my truck. My air compressors, my tools, everything is in the truck. Not even thinking about it. I took all the stuff out of the vehicle that I thought we needed and didn't bring any tools with me. So I'm here in Alabama with no tools. Got to take the rental car and drop it back off because they needed to be returned or I had to pay for another day. I got a Jeep that won't start with a flat tire. So I'm going, now what do I do? Realize that the Jeep has a key so I could get into it. So I get into the Jeep and everything. I get on there and I'm walking around looking through it, thinking if I'm looking for a battery charger, stuff like that, because can't remember. I usually keep these little trickle chargers in all my vehicles and ways to air things up. Well, I'm looking around and I find this. Wow. It's made by SinkWire. The folks over at SinkWire sent me this a couple months ago, and sorry for that not getting this review done. I've just been so busy. But just remember, we do these reviews by products that we use. Never used it. It was charged for like 2 months ago or 3 months ago, however long I've had it. Was stuck in the Jeep, totally forgotten about basically, you know. But just remember, they don't pay us to do these reviews. We only do these reviews if it's something we use, something we're glad we had, and in this time we were glad we had it because I couldn't do anything with the Jeep. But first of all, I'm like, well, I got to get the tire aired up. So I pull this little thing out, not having any idea what I'm doing, right? So I look at it, and you can go, let me just pull this off here. I'm thinking, there's no way this little thing is going to air up that flat tire, right? Well, I was wrong, because I've had little air pumps that came in my vehicles and stuff before and stick them over there, and you know, an hour later I might have enough air to get the thing to a real air compressor. I got the giant air compressor in the Jeep that I use all the time, but not thinking that this little thing is going to do that. So anyways, I'm thinking the battery's dead. I got no juice there. I'm going to have to start charging it in the fifth wheel, but I go and click on it and I power it on, and the thing comes on. You can set it for the PSI you need, 36. I'm like, all right, I set it. The battery showed fully charged. Don't get me wrong, this was set in the back of this hot 100-degree Jeep for 2 months, not being used. Pulled this thing out, stuck it on the tire, hit the thing, walked away. I was trying to find a charger. By the time I'm getting the charger and everything all hooked up, this big truck tire, if you know my Jeep and the other videos and stuff, it's got those big mud tires and stuff on it, you know. And by the time I had the charger hooked up and was getting the Jeep charging, this thing charged the tire. Okay? Is that crazy or what? And I was like, this thing really impressed me. Now, Robin will put a link below because you can buy it on Amazon. It's not cheap. I mean, but when you're in the position I was, $79.99 to have this thing there when I needed it and it worked. I mean, you can go buy a can of Fix-A-Flat for $15, I think that stuff is now, and it won't even barely put enough air. Half the time the cans explode before you can even get your tire aired up, and you still have to limp it down to a fuel station someplace where you can air it up. This was awesome. I really want to thank the guys out there for sending this thing, because I don't know what I'd have done without it. I had nothing here. I had no vehicle. Would have had to go ask one of my neighbors for help, and if you know me, I don't like bugging people at all. So thanks to SinkWire, we got that done, and the Jeep was charged within about an hour or so. I'm going to have to buy a battery for the Jeep probably. The thing's 3 years old. Batteries make it 3 or 4 years. But we did get it started, and we were able to do what we needed to do. But the other cool thing was, I'm out here working on the Jeep, getting things done, getting our water turned back on, getting things done. Look down at my phone's down to like 5% or something. I'm going, why isn't, I guess I didn't have it plugged in the vehicle the whole time when I was running my Garmin. But I looked at this thing, and you can actually stick your cord in here like this, and the other plug-in works as a Type-C phone charger. I mean, you could stick any kind of, if you have a different cord, but this one's a Type-C, and the new iPhones are Type-C. And look at that. My phone's charging just like that. So now, I've been out here doing other videos and reviews and stuff like that, and I've been using this to keep my phone all charged up all day. So now I got something to pump my tires up, and I also got an extended battery if I'm out playing music at the lake or whatever with my vehicle. I mean, technology just came a long way. So I wanted to bring this video to you. I know that we do a lot of reviews lately because we've been on the road working and stuff and haven't had time, and I need to get these done, and this is one I totally forgot about. But I'm telling you, I would have never got my tire aired up, at least not easily. I might have been able to find somebody in the area to help me out, but you know, it makes you look like a dumbass when you do that, you know, that you don't know what you're doing. I just wasn't prepared because everything is in my truck all the time. My truck, I can go anywhere and do anything I want. You know, I brag about it on the channel, how I have everything to do whatever I need. And here, this is somebody that does it all the time, is sitting here with no tools, no nothing. I ain't even got a screwdriver. Is that crazy or what? Yeah, Robin's been giving me so much crap about this, it's unreal. But here, this thing was in the trunk of the Jeep, so I could air the tire up, charge my phone, do whatever else I needed to do, and it actually worked after setting for 2 months in the back. That's crazy, isn't it? But I had to tell you about this. Just remember, SinkWire. I looked on Amazon. Other companies make them, but I know this one charged up and sitting there 2 months later in a 100-degree vehicle, still worked and aired my tire up perfectly. So that's awesome. So just remember, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you like what me and Robin are doing on the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you like these reviews, we'll keep doing these reviews. I like a lot of the products we get. Some of the stuff I don't use, but the ones that we do, we have with us all the time, and we're going to be using them every day, and they're going to be on this channel, and hopefully they'll work for you too. So always